Hey y'all, I just got finished cooking me some breakfast. Chicken maple sausage, the best chicken sausage ever invented. I got some potatoes and some blueberries and a glass of orange juice. So I'm about to tear this food up and chit chat with y'all in the process. I'm so hungry. I couldn't wait to be done cooking so I could eat. I'm getting ready to start vlogging soon. I finally got a vlog out this morning after, mm, what, a week, 2 weeks? I told y'all I've been struggling so bad with storage issues on my phone. I ain't really been doing a whole lot, but I could have been got vlogs out. So it took me like pretty much every day this week to be able to delete stuff on my phone and make more storage, so that once I finish editing the video, I would have room on my phone to export it back to my phone. So I finally got that done and uploaded a video this morning. So if you ain't watched that, go watch it. It's Sunday, so I ain't really gonna be doing a whole lot. Just finished cooking, clean my kitchen, clean my room, usual stuff, laundry. I do want to get our hair done today. But we all know how that be going for me. After I finish doing all the stuff in the house, I don't be having the energy. I don't. I'm so daggone cold. We got our air conditioning started acting funny. So when I called it in, the guy realized that it was a deeper issue than just like changing the filter and all that. So we got a portable air conditioner sitting over there, and it's like, it makes this whole area so cold. It's like, it was on 65, which is cold as ice. And I hate being cold, so I changed it to like 72, and I'm still freezing. I feel like I can't really control this the same way as when it's central air. I don't know. And I'm enjoying my little quiet time because my kids are still asleep. They've been up all freaking night on the Xbox. So, and now after 10 o'clock, they knocked out. And I was gonna get them up at 10, but I was like, you know what, nah. I'm gonna enjoy my quiet. I'm gonna eat my breakfast alone, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get them up. But I might actually do their hair before I start cleaning up today. Because once I finish cleaning up, I ain't gonna want to do their hair. So maybe that's what I'll do. Turn it around. That way I'll still have some energy when I'm done with the hair to clean up. I feel like I need to take them somewhere because ever since summer started, all they want to do is Xbox, Xbox, Xbox. Like, the splash pad, I know it's something they enjoy doing. Mm. If not today, then next weekend for sure. But I'm gonna take them to do something because they literally frying their brain cells in a video game. You should want me a blanket over here. What's this? Be the first in the leaderboard by showing support. Try sending the laptop or super chat. I ain't been on live in a while. Every time I come back on here, it's something else new. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in so the live could go out to some other people. And I'm gonna find, well, I ain't gonna say do it all, but I'm gonna finally put that table together for my entryway back there that I was supposed to do since March when I first ordered it. And then this table right here, the sofa table, I don't even think I'm gonna need it no more. I mean, I want it to be there because I wanted to put a lamp and like some decor behind my sofa, but depending on what kind of sofa I get, I don't even know if I'm gonna need it no more. So I might move it over into like this little dining section. But I got a whole nother table over there that need to be put together. And it's supposed to be like this with like a mirror on the wall, the table, some decor, maybe a few family pictures or something on the table. And then I could also put my Wi-Fi box on the bottom because it's a 2-shelf situation. It's not like that one. I'm gonna finally build it out today. After how many months? April, May, June, July. After 4 months of just sitting there in the box. I don't be liking to put stuff together. It just be too much. I was like, once I did the beds, that one table and these chairs, I was done. I'm like, you know what? I probably did need a 4-month break. Some of that stuff was like kind of easy and the rest of it was just irritating. What's up, Mama Saints? So what do this crown mean? Might mean that you, I don't know, is you, because you the first commenter, is that it? I gotta go look and see what all they got going on now. Every time I come back on here, it'll be something different. Good morning, what you over there eating? Hey T, some chicken and maple sausage, potatoes, blueberries, glass of orange juice. I got a bottle of water down there that I don't feel like reaching right now. Hey girl. Yeah, the sausages are these are my favorite chicken sausages. And let me show you this because I normally get a small I normally get a small box, but I bought this bag in Instacart last night. And tell me why this bag was $15 or $16 for this one little bag. Like the boxes be like $6.99. So I mean, I guess I can't be too surprised. And you only get like 6 sausages in the in the pack in a small box. But I cooked 5 of them. I think I still probably got like 7 or 8 in the pack. But they worth it though. I'll I'll spend the money for something that good. It's just the chicken and the maple just go so good together. Hey Allison, I'm missing your content. My bad, y'all. I've really been trying to get a vlog out. It's just like I said, I always have storage issues. I think at this point, I just need like a phone just for content or just get a different camera. Thank you. I still got a lot more to do though, T. But thank you so much. I ate fries on the burger for your breakfast, girl. I see. I was like, hold on, Sharon. I said, oh, okay, that was her last thing. Oh yeah, not that bag, but the little like square box. That's what they be having. That's what the price be for. But it's good though. I said certain things I'll buy if I feel like it's worth it. Then yeah. Do you play any games? I leave that to my kids. Oh, T. Washington, I bought my first ETF. I had to Google to find out what an ETF was because it's still a stock, obviously, but I didn't know that it was like several of them together. And it's doing okay. It's doing okay. It's doing better than my one little Apple stock that I had. Ross. Yeah, they do. And TJ Maxx, Burlington do too. Calling me walking. Let's see about ETF. What did you buy? I bought what is that darn thing called? It's a Charles Schwab, but it was a different name though. Like the main name for the ETF was something different, but I know it was affiliated with Charles Schwab. SCHD. I think so. I will have to get off and go look in the app, but I think so. Then I was trying to mess around with some restaurants. I figured like my daughter had gave me the idea to buy into Red Lobster since they had like new management and stuff like that. But they wasn't owned by the restaurant group that they used to be owned by. So I was like, you can't buy stock with them no more or something like that. But you look like my mom. Very well, not in a bad way, but you will. Oh, sorry to hear that. I took your advice on investing and excited about it now. Good. Hey. I love having positive impact. I didn't consider Chipotle. It was just the whole since Red Lobster had the new management and, kind of like how Foot Locker had been bought by somebody else. But I had got in with them before they had the new owners. I'm at 3. That's cool. I think the last one I bought was like, it may have been like $22. Then up to $27. But I feel like my best performing stock has been the Foot Locker stock though. Oh, okay. That's the same thing I did. A $1 apple, a $1 apple stock. But I'm not seeing growth right now. I was initially, but just about like a couple of cents. But it has went down. Apple kind of going through something right now, from what I understand. Amazon, that might be a good one. Or something healthcare. That's what I've been looking into. I think with that, even if you don't see immediate growth, over time, healthcare gonna always be a good one. Yeah, Foot Locker is doing decent. I'm really surprised about that. They're doing decent. Hey, hey. Yeah, Foot Locker my highest game right now. Mm-hmm. Foot Locker definitely going through something right now. Sometimes when I have time, I'll look at the articles that's within there about the company. And the headline was, is it, I think it was something like, is it time to give up on Apple? Or something along the lines of that. Are we losing faith in Apple? But I know you can never go wrong with them. It's just, the ups and downs of business. Yeah, try Amazon. Another one I hear them talk about all the time is I think it's called Nvidia or Nvidia. That's another one that they talk about all the time. My dream stock as of today, July 20th, and it's been for a couple of weeks, is Netflix. I want in on Netflix so bad. And I remember a few months ago, Netflix was like $700 or so. Now Netflix, the last time I looked, was over $1,300. So had I bought in at $700, I would have made about $600 from that. And I'm mad because I don't have $1,300 to buy in right now. So I'm like, dang, better save up for that stock or just wait till it fall down. But I feel like Netflix is a winner. Buying Yield Max. So far it's been a gold mine. Y'all have to check them out. Monthly and weekly dividends. Okay. Yeah, it's this girl that used to work on Wall Street that teaches a class, and I signed up for her mailing list, so I get her texts on a regular basis, and she always talks about these ETFs and companies that pay out monthly or quarterly, and I'm like, dang, I wish I could figure out which ones those were or how to get into them or whatever. I never took the course because with her you got to buy a kit, and I think at the time, which was like a long time ago, I didn't have the money at the time, but I just kind of started like dibbling around with it on my own and just putting the money straight in. Yeah, because it's expensive right now. How to trade / swing. What's that girl name? Shoot. Terry Ijama, look her up. She got a course that she sells. I think it's called Trade and Travel. And she's really, really, really good at it. If I was to ever take a course, it would definitely be hers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely looking to you, Max. I feel like CVS, LabCorp, Quest Diagnostics, I feel like those might be good ones too. And then I feel like I should have like a couple in each category. So a few in tech, a few in healthcare, a few in restaurants. Um, I don't know, like just some of the ETFs, which I just started getting into now. I feel like it should be kind of like spread out. And on Cash App, you used to be able to buy gifts, like buy a stock and gift it to somebody. So I was like, I need to gift my daughter and Aiden one. But I go to buy them a stock. Now the gift button ain't there no more. So I'm like, well, what, you can't give the gifts now, or what's going on? Because I seen GameStop, they had, was it Minecraft? Or one of them other games, but it was high, it was kind of high. But GameStop was an easy buy, and it was like $25 or something. Y'all don't need a course, you're doing better than you think, and better than most who haven't invested one real penny. Look at you spitting on company names you don't need, no course. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if I did or didn't, but I felt like I don't mind investing in information. Like, I really don't. If I got it and I know I want to learn so I can make some money, then I don't mind paying to know what you know. Now, if you trash, then I'm just not going to recommend you to nobody. But if I got it, I'm going to figure out what you got to offer. How many stocks should you invest in at one time? I mean, I feel like as many as you can afford to, for real. Like, you never want to put in any money in which you know you need right back or anything like that. But like I said, break it down into categories. So healthcare, technology, maybe some restaurants, some ETFs, which is like a variety of things. Like, just break down into what categories you want, and just go invest in them. I've seen Turkey Jama. She seems nice, but she isn't saying anything that can't be learned on YouTube and CNBC for free. You might be right. I just trusted her because I watched her on so many podcasts for like a couple of years now. And I know that her history comes from teaching. Like, she has a background in, I think, elementary education or something like that. And she actually had the #1 course on Teachable for like a long time, because everybody says that when trying to learn how to trade, it's difficult. And she was like the only one that broke it down in a way that a kid could learn, you know? So, it might not even be what she's saying, it's how she's saying it. You know, so everybody got a different learning style. So you got the people that want to use like these big, you know, professional jargons and over the top wording and things that just make it kind of difficult for the average Joe that wants to learn. And then she just kind of more simple with it, to the point. I know she focuses a lot on candlesticks and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I mean, I don't mind learning, because this is not stuff that they teach in school and that people on the regular want to teach you, you know? So it's like, you could go watch the YouTube videos for sure, but is it the same as when you go and take an actual course where it's structured and you know what I mean? You probably got like a little homework. It's more like, it kind of forces you to commit a little bit more when you know you spent your money on it. And it's a structured course, and you're like, okay, now I'm getting things, I'm gonna go ahead and really do this. But I do agree that when I went into Cash App and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it, I don't care. A $1 thing could never affect me to any level. If I lost $1, who cares? You know what I mean? So I go in there, and Cash App had like this little pamphlet that you can read called My First Stop. So I literally just read the 6-page pamphlet. It was so quick. And I'm like, I'm gonna just do this. Like it's nothing difficult about what they're saying. I like when things are broken down to simplicity. You know what I mean? Like I don't give me a whole bunch of crap or over the top words that I'm not going to be able to comprehend as a newbie. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. And then once I think I had made a video about it, like a little short. And that's when T. Washington chimed in and was like giving me some advice and like telling me things that made me more comfortable with what I was doing. Then every time I had some money I could spare, I just kept buying more. You never know what they going to do after a while. Like that, when I bought that Foot Locker stock, I paid $11 for that stock. And I think even before I had put in the $11, was it $11? Or was it 17? I don't remember. It was something little like that. That was a small number. And I think I had seen it as low as like $7. And I'm like, well, I know that Warren Buffett said that he had bought $7.50 stocks, but he bought like 100 of them. So, okay, I'm gonna just do that because he said he had bought his low like that too. So I just did it like that. Okay, I heard of Palantir. I heard of Palantir. I'm following them on there now to kind of watch, their pricing or whatever. As soon as I see it drop, I'm buying. Thank you so much. That's something that I was considering, um, doing like some little like very basic beginner and then take it up to intermediate advanced, after a while. But I really was thinking about it because I noticed that when I asked for questions for my Q&A, it was more than one person that had actually asked about the, stocks and investing or whatever. So I did answer as well, but I was like, I wouldn't mind doing like a whole series on that or like an actual beginner session on it. Because I remember when I first came back on my platform in 2023, I always said I wanted to really like offer something, and it was real estate that I had on my mind. But I always said if I learn real estate 100%, I'm not going to charge for it. I feel like a lot of times people be wanting to learn stuff, but they just can't afford to buy it. And of course, it's going to be some lazy people that just come in because the class is free and they just want to be a part of something, so they just come in, take the information, and then do nothing with it. But it is going to be a few people that is going to really be like, yes, finally I got some information that I can apply and use, and they're going to use it and go far. I just feel like we should work together more in setting each other free on certain things. Other things, of course, you're going to charge for, but I feel like real estate is one of the easiest ways that I've seen that a lot of people have used that just be having nothing and come up to be like really wealthy people. So it's just like, I don't, I'm not, I'm not one of them ones that's like, oh, every single thing that you want to know, you got to pay money for it. I'm not like that. Now, if you get it and you don't do nothing with it, that's your business. But I feel like once you finally get to where you want to go, you should willingly want to hand something back. It ain't gotta be no whole lot, but you should want to hand something back. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to invest and stuff, but like I'm one of the ones. Like I said, I've spent the most I've ever spent on a class was literally like $3,600. Like I don't, if I got it and I know I want the information, I'm not going to hesitate to buy what I want for me. And it don't matter if it's a class, a bag, a shoe. I don't care what it costs. If I want it and I got it, I'm spending it because I feel like it's worth it. Information is worth it. You could buy books, read and read and read. Yeah, that stuff to me just kind of reiterates what you hear from other people. It's like that extra, like, it's like that extra support that you need to keep it moving. You know what I mean? Okay, you heard somebody say this, but then when you read it, it makes you feel more confident in what you're doing, you know? So it just depends really on what kind of learner you are. You said, what kind of class was that? It was actually, it was a couple of different things. It was a 6-week course, and it was a business class on how to get your business started, but each week was something different. And I feel like it was that course that actually helped me to get back on YouTube. Sometimes what I've noticed is this. Sometimes you go to a class, right, and you have an expectation, and you think y'all gonna be talking about one thing, and even when y'all are talking about that thing, it's like one thing that she says that kind of like makes a light bulb go off in your head. And it might be something so simple, but when she said it, it kind of like clicked with something else that you kind of like already knew, and then you go for it, and then bam, you got what you looking for. So I went there for a particular business that I was in, but it was a statement that she made along with a tweet that I had seen her make weeks later, and it just clicked. And I came on YouTube, and my channel was monetized in 10 days, and you know, I've been monetized since then. So it's just about putting yourself in the right group of people, the right room, and being a good listener, being open to being a student, not feeling like you know everything, or, oh, this ain't worth it, oh my goodness, because that did happen. There was a girl in the class that at the end of the 6-week course, when we was doing our last Q&A, she was like, oh, well, I don't think this class was worth the $3,600. And them two kind of was like bickering back and forth about it or whatever, but it's just your perspective on things. It's like, it's what you really sat there and listened to. Are you coming in here to be a student and really learn and pay attention? Or are you got your mindset on one thing? Because like I said, sometimes it's going to be something that you don't even expect to be said, but it's going to click with something that you already know or something that you already heard, and you're going to take off. Because like I told y'all, I went there for another business, but what I learned helped me on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you just have to be open to learning. Come in there with the heart and the mind of that you are a student. Even if you are a little bit more on the certain side, kind of like myself, and you feel like you a boss, you run everything, nobody can tell you nothing, put that to the side for the class. And I promise you, you're going to come out in a different way. People don't want to do the work either. You definitely have to do the work. Definitely got to do the work. Because I wish that I had paid, like I always used to go to like little seminars. I remember the first, it was a Rich Dad Poor Dad class. And at the time, I didn't know about Rich Dad Poor Dad's book. I didn't know about Robert Kiyosaki that much. Like I just went because they were talking about real estate and investing. And I probably was like 20, I don't even think I had 80 yet, so I had to be like 22 years old. I went there, and they was talking about, buying the books and all this stuff, and I really didn't want to spend no money at the time. I'm thinking I'm just coming to this free seminar to learn. So I ended up getting I think I had wrote a post-dated check, or I put it on a credit card or something, and I had got the book that he had, I cannot think of the name of that book right now, but it came with some DVDs, that book, and like some pamphlets. And I was looking into it, but I really don't think I had the proper mindset at that time to really like self-teach myself, you know? So years went by, I think I ended up losing the stuff or whatever, and then eventually I buy the book, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that's when I really started taking initiative to like invest. So it's like I was planting little seeds all along, years and years back. I always been like the type of person that want to learn and to build, you know. But a lot of times, like, my mind wasn't there. I was more so worried about my little stupid relationships I had at the time, and you know what I mean? Like, not really honing in on the stuff that really mattered. And I really wish I did back then, because I would have been a lot further ahead. I probably would have been buying stuff. I'd probably be balling by now. I probably would be balling by now, because think about it, like Uber. When you learn stock, you learn the importance of investments. So when you see a new company coming out, and you know that company actually winning, that company actually got something to offer. It's a lot of people that don't have cars that need a ride and don't want to deal with taxes. I mean, with cabs and stuff. I don't even know if cabs and taxis even still run. But at the time when they came out, taxis and stuff were still actively running. So if I had been thinking like, okay, this new company is winning, they putting cabs out of business, I need to go invest in Uber. Imagine how much money I would have now had I invested in Uber when they first came out. Like, I used to drive for Uber in 2015, but they probably had been out before that. Right. And had I say I had went in and played it smart, like, okay, I'm gonna go drive for Uber, and the money I earn from them, I'm gonna take $5,000 and I'm gonna buy into the company. Imagine where I would be at with a $5,000 investment, probably millions by now. You know what I mean? So it's like, I knew so much so early, but I don't think I was really ready to focus, because I was busy worried about dummies that wasn't getting me nowhere. You know what I mean? So I am definitely proud of myself for just like I'll be in my own little world. It's just me and my kids. I'm not distracted by no dude. I'm not distracted by really anything, really. I'm just more like focused, more in tune with God, I'm just in my alone season. And it's causing me to build a lot better than I would before, you know? So I just wish that when I first started dipping and dabbing and stuff, I would have really been on some motion, like really putting in some motion, because my money would be far, far longer than it is today. Yeah, cabs, I feel like the cab drivers just when they got cars and became Uber drivers, because they had the wisdom to see it was just no point at that point. Uber came and took over, Lyft came and piggybacked, and it's like, if you ain't on these apps, you know, you're not gonna make it. Yep. It's just a different space. And it really got like that when I moved down here. Like, I don't know, I feel like this is just where God directed me to be at. Cause I had came down here. I was looking at some pictures in my phone actually. And I was like, Dad, these was the pics I took the first time I came down here, because I came down here to look at places first, like 2 weeks before. And then when I ended up having that little issue with my old folks, I just was like, you know what, today, I'm gonna just leave today. And just figured it out one by one. But I feel like I was led to be here because I was looking into other states as well. And it's just been my own little space of like rebuilding for real. I guarantee you, had I been still in my old state, worried about the same person that I was focused on or dealing with, I wouldn't have accomplished much of anything. Because every time I would get on a path of being focused, here he come, cause him more racket, then I gotta go punch him in the head, and whatever else we had going on, like, mm-mm. So yeah, I love this space, I really do. And I feel like when it's time to come out, you know, somebody real and right will come in my life and I'll be able to put time into them. But I feel like it's wise to just use my season that I'm in. Like, I got a pink bed, you know what I mean? I've never done that as an adult because I have to share the room with a dude, you know what I mean? So I'm just living my little single girl, cute girl life, like feminine, soft to myself, and building what I want to build. Then when it's time to do different, I'll do different. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's so different now. It really is so different, but I like it. And I know that every part of your life, you should just take the time to enjoy it. All of it has its purpose, you know. So just enjoy where I am now, because who knows? By next year, I might have me a whole man that's down on his knee talking about marry me. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna have to be focused on that. You know. So enjoy whatever season you in, for sure. Hey, Nurse Bay. I ain't seen you on here in a minute, girl. Yes, that's the key right there. Without him, you can't really do nothing. Let me try to turn this thing up some more. It's so cold. So yeah, I just been doing a lot of cute little girly stuff. Like, look at my nails. I went and got my nails done the other day. I couldn't even vlog it for y'all because I love this how this look. I don't know what I never like. I was going to get tips on, but I decided to wear my own nails because they was like so jagged. I didn't want to do my hair because they kept snagging my hair, and they was a mess. So I just went and got them like filed and, you know, a cute little manicure, and then got it done. And then I got my a pedicure done a couple of weeks ago, which y'all saw on the thumbnail of the vlog I posted this morning. But I like the new nail salon that I've been going to. It's so cute in here. It is so cute. I just been like, you know, focused on me, just doing my own little thing and doing the things I like. So I was like, let me stop budgeting me into the bills. Let me just, my maintenance is now part of the bills, okay? So that's just how I look at it now. Thank you, girl. Then they had some when I finished getting my nails done, because it took two people to do these. It was a guy doing them, but he didn't know how to do like a deep French. I didn't even think a deep French would be hard, but he didn't know. So the girl came and did that part. And then when I seen her nails, I was like, oh, what you got? And her accent was so thick, I couldn't understand, but she showed me on the thing. I'm getting them next time. They were so cute. It's like they look like a marble or something. It was pretty. It was real pretty. You could get like a whole bunch of different colors. I was thinking I might do different shades of pink on my hands. I just like the whole like pink everything now. Just like feminine, super feminine into myself. So I think I'm gonna try those, but yeah, they were so cute. You could be slightly annoyed every month by the amount of money you have to keep track of. Send it to okay. Yeah. That's what that was my original goal. Like, I thought within maybe like 3 to 4 months I was gonna be making 10K a month or so on this platform, but it didn't happen that way for me. And of course I've made, you know, over that on the channel, but per month that didn't happen. So I was like, oh well, what if the reason why it didn't happen was because I had my goal set too low? Like, what if God wanted me to ask for 50,000, but because I ain't asked for it, I never even made the 10K. Like, I played around with so many different thoughts in my head, but now I don't know. I still feel like I should set a bigger goal. Who knows though? Just make them pockets fat. Let's just say that. You take care of yourself. I've been doing more self-care for me. I know that's right. Especially when you got kids, you know. I got a lot of kids. You got a lot of kids. You know what I mean? Like, you just be so wrapped up. And then you got a husband, so then you got to, you know, address that as well. And Yeah, it's a lot of obligation as women. It is. But men be getting men be getting blessed though. Marriage is a marriage is I feel like a lot of people say marriage is for women and women get the benefits of marriage, but I beg to disagree. I have to defer because I feel like it's men. Think about it when you read about it biblically. What God say when he that finds a wife finds a good thing. Um, and then like it's almost like they unlock a different level of blessings. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, you know how he'll say if you don't respect your wife or if you mistreat your wife or cheat on your wife, he don't even hear your prayers. So imagine that it would be the opposite if you do those things. If you don't do those things, like if you're a good man to your wife, you're unlocking a bunch of blessings. And most men like when they have that helpmate, that support, they be feeling unstoppable. Like a woman really could hype a man up. A woman really could make a man feel like he really that dude, and he'll go out here and make things happen that maybe before he wouldn't have went after because he ain't had that confidence or he didn't feel like he had that support or that backing. So it's like a woman really could come into a good woman. Let's just say that a good woman could come into a man's life and really have out here being that dude. And just once you believe in yourself, you can really do anything. So it's like if your belief in yourself comes from it's gonna come from him obviously, but it's like that woman that's giving that extra sprinkle, you know what I mean? That got him thinking like, yeah, my wife support me, she believe in me, you know what I mean? She got my back. Yeah, I'm that dude. Now he go out there and just accomplish anything. So I think more men should really look into that fact because we really make y'all a winner, but a lot of men just be scared of commitment and you know how that go. Everything now is, oh, I ain't paying all the bills. I want to be 50-50, but she think I'm supposed to pay all of it. Like, it's just too much debating. It's just too much debating about that kind of thing. Men just need to realize that women are a gift to them and realize the type of favor that they unlock when they commit, marry her, and do her right. But they don't be trying to hear that though. They be on some other stuff. Oh, she gonna take all my money. You don't really got none, which is why you need me to, you know what I mean, be that extra force behind you, and then you gonna get it unless you already was established when we meet. But most women is not really looking to come into a man life, take all his money, and then run and divorce him. Like she's really looking for love and family. So it's like, who created this crazy concept that oh you got to get got my dude, you marry her or she gonna take all you? No, if you don't do anything for her to leave you for, trust and believe she's not gonna leave you. There's an unexplainable force that's felt. I get genuine encouragement from a woman. Yeah, I've noticed it. It's like women, the right woman could really like take a man to heights that he never even thought about. She just can't be the kind that's like negative and pointing out his flaws all the time, and you know what I mean? Like she gotta really be like a cheerleader almost. And it just does some type of confidence boost in their head, and they just be. It's like they trying to impress you almost because they see that you believe in them, you know. So. Mm-mm. Yeah, they have, and they having a ball with it too. But it's all part of Satan's plan, though. You know, of course, if God loved marriage, He gonna do what? Hate marriage. So it's like, okay, let's figure out a way to make men act feminine and soft and be scary of women. You know, when since men been scared of women? But that's the picture that they want to create. That oh, you better run from these women, and you better not commit to them because they gonna do this and they gonna do that. And it's all part of the plan to keep marriage out of the households because there really is power behind marriage. So if we could destroy the image of that, then let more people, walk away from it, then it won't be nothing. then we'll just keep making the broken homes and the baby mamas and the kids that's struggling. Like, that's just what they want it to be. But it's a few people that get it. I'm not the only one thinking like that. It's a few people that get it, and they're not gonna fall for the trap. Then I also believe that it's gonna be couples that marry and come together, and the God gonna give them that as their ministry. Like, they're gonna be, their goal or their assignment from God is gonna be to talk about marriage and to encourage people into marriage and to really talk about the spiritual aspects of marriage. Like, people going, it's not gonna be like this forever. Like, once God pair people, the right people together, and give them the assignment, that's going to be an assignment for some couple. They're going to figure out that that's their assignment, and go at it. And more marriages is going to be born. It's just going to take time because, like I said, everybody's scared right now. I agree. I agree. I think I'm gonna go live again when I put the table together, so y'all can see the outcome of that. And I might get a mirror. Actually, I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the table together today, and then I don't know. Can I do it this week? I don't know. Maybe not. But I'm gonna do the table today, and then I'm gonna do another live maybe in 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, and show y'all, let y'all decorate the area with me. Cause I got an idea, but I'm not 100% sure on it yet. But one thing about me, like, this is how an apartment passed the test for me. When I go to look at an apartment or any unit, really, it has to have an entryway. Like, if you don't have an entryway, I'm already turned off. If I open the door and I'm already in the kitchen, I'm mad. Like, I don't want to open my front door and I'm already in the kitchen. Now, I understand that every size unit is different. Like, I seen the one bedrooms in my building, they are like that. You open the front door and you're literally right there in the kitchen. And it irritates me, but thankfully for me, when I asked for this apartment, even before I saw it, I asked God to give me exactly what I wanted. And God know me. He know if you ain't got no entryway, I'm annoyed. So when I walked in here and I saw, I was like, oh my goodness, this is pretty much exactly what I wanted. You know, but that entryway, I want to decorate it with something cute, for sure. But the table gonna be there for sure, a mirror, and this back hallway, I want to do something on there too. Table the outside of the box that came in against a mirror will be dope. I'm pretty sure I got a picture of it somewhere in my phone. Yeah, it is for the most part. You might hear a little bang bang here and there, but it's not really nothing that goes on around here, thankfully. Cause honey, I done lived in some hoods, boy. I done lived in some hoods, so this is definitely chill. Even my last place though, it was a few mishaps. I ain't gonna lie. It was a few mishaps that happened around there, but nothing that I couldn't handle. Because I mean, I already was, like I said, I've lived in the hood for years. So it's not like if I see something happening outside, I'm scared and I'm calling the police. Like, I'm not, it don't, it's not much that's really going to faze me, you know? But around there was a few little things that used to happen. But here, we haven't really had issues with like other people or nothing like that. Now, like 2 neighborhoods before that one, oh yeah, it was something going on every day. I low key wish I used to vlog. I used to vlog then, but I used to either like vlog when it was like really nobody outside or outside of my neighborhood. But I low key wish I used to vlog the actual stuff so y'all could see the stuff that used to go on in my neighborhood. It was crazy. Fights every day, people getting shot, stabbed, the building being burned down. Like, it's just a bunch of stuff. The crackheads used to be outside, literally naked. And people used to record them and put them on Snapchat. Naked crackheads outside dancing, drunk girls hanging off their balcony, dancing, doing the one leg up over the balcony. Like, I got so many memories in that neighborhood. It was wild. And I can only imagine what's going on over there now. Because I'm pretty sure they ain't cleaned it up. This lady, I kind of call her my grandma. She called me like 2 or 3 weeks ago and was telling me about stuff that was being said around there, I guess, you know, towards me or whatever. But I'm like, baby, I ain't been around there in 3 years. I hit my 3-year anniversary on July 18th. So the fact that folks are still talking about me is wild. It's crazy. I don't talk to nobody except for her when she do call. I don't interact with folks. I ain't even been around there. I went back around there. Well, not even there, but in the area in October of 2022. And I literally went to my storage, got my stuff out, and moved the rest of my stuff down to my last place. So I was gonna make a stop or two in the neighborhood, but I was like, you know what, it's getting late. I had these dudes that I was cool with down here that was gonna help me unload my U-Haul. So I'm like, I don't even really want to leave them waiting. I left the storage unit and went straight back to my house. Like, I ain't stopped nowhere. So the fact that I'm even on anybody's mind is crazy. I was like, when you force somebody though to really sit in their stuff, like I literally left folks alone. Like it was one day I got in my car with a few things, put everything else in storage, which they was already in storage, left with a few things, left the stuff in the storage, and came down here. Never talked to this. Well, actually, let me see. We did talk, have a few conversations a few times, and then the last time I actually talked to this person, like heard their voice, was December of 2022. This person been blocked since then. So it's like, how are we even still a topic? It's just funny. But when you force a person to sit in their stuff and you basically leave them hanging and they thinking you probably was gonna come back or be on some trying to no. It's like now you gotta make up lies. You did what you did was so bad. A person don't even want to look at you. You just disgusting at this point. And then now you gotta sit with that. You can't call my phone because you've been blocked for almost 3 years. You can't do nothing. It's no access there. So now you gotta make up lies to make yourself look like it ain't what it is. So I was just like, you know what? Let folks talk. Like I could care less. And she was like, oh, don't mention, just keep it between us and blah blah blah. And I'm like, look, even if you ain't say keep it between us, they still wasn't gonna hear from me because I don't mess with them and they know that. So whatever lie you gotta tell to make it seem like it's something different, have your fun. Cause I ain't checking for you either way. Oh yeah, when people realize they lose out on a good thing, or especially when you put that space for everybody else to see where the real problem was coming from, it's like, oh yeah, since we want to support our folks, yeah, we're gonna join in the smear campaign. We're gonna talk. We're gonna lie because we can't make it seem like our folks is the one that did all of this. No, we got to put some of the blame on her. But like I said, I could care less. One thing I know about Oh yeah, yeah. I'll put some effort in for a little while. I will. But once that's we've got to that point, oh, it's up, and it ain't never coming down. So, mm I don't know. I don't know. If I'll ever go back to that state, I got family there. I could go talk to if I felt like, but I'm good. I just like how things is. I always been a loner, even when I had friends. Like after a while, I'm gonna put a little distance there because I just need my space. I like to have my own space to think. I don't really like certain energies. I don't like certain vibes. I feel certain people's, vibes, and I don't like it. So it's like I'm gonna always put a little distance there. Yeah. If we get to that point, it's done. It's done. Like it's so many people blocked on my phone right now. If I showed y'all my block list, y'all would fall out laughing. Like I block everybody. You play with me, you're blocked. And I charge $2,500 for the unblock fee. So if you ain't got that, I promise you won't hear from me no more. I promise you. It's just better. I just like that way because people that do that to you, they'll realize that they messing with you mentally, and either they want to watch you like be broken down and start drinking and doing drugs and act like them, or they want to watch you like literally lose your mind and squirm and beg and not me, but it's people that will target you like that, and it's not their fault if you're sitting there allowing it. You know what I mean? So if you ain't mastered the art of protecting your peace yet, folks gonna have a field day with you. I'm serious. I don't know if folks be thinking I'm playing or not, but I be dead serious. In order to get unblocked, you have to pay me $2,500 in the cash out, and if you don't, you would never hear from me again. Yeah. And don't call me from no never number. I'm gonna block that too. I was nice the last time because I think their mother or somebody called me, and I did talk to her for a little while just because I wanted to kind of get the scoop of what was really going on. But after that, I never called her. I ain't never called her back. I don't got time to talk to you. Yeah. The energy be weird, but if you're the type of person that got like any kind of discernment, it don't matter if you got discernment this little, if you got any type of discernment, you're gonna be able to feel it. You're gonna be able to feel it. It's just if you can sense energy, and that's the one thing that's never gonna tell you a lie, you're gonna be able to feel it. So it's like, that's how I am. I meet somebody within 5 minutes, I know if I like you or not. Your energy gonna tell me right off the bat. Yeah, and I'm glad I'm that way because I don't like to put time into people if it's not genuine. You know what I mean? Like if you fake, please, I'm begging you, just don't, just don't bother with me. Just don't bother me, please don't. And unfortunately, that's the identity of a lot of people these days. It's just all frauds. Nobody really real. Nobody really genuine. And the ones that are, they know that as well. So they just like to themselves. They're not really, you know, they're not really out there, so they hard to find. But most people are just frauds. They internally they angry. They fighting demons. They looking for something to deal with those inner issues that only God can heal. So of course the result of that is sex, drugs, and money. And they can't figure out why they still miserable, so they just go around making trouble in people's life or trying to disturb your peace, you know? So it's just like, if you got, or if you can come across like good, genuine people, you know, then them the ones you kick it with. But most people that are not living a fraudulent life, that's not out here doing anything like that's like trying to really submit to Christ, they got a really small circle anyway. You know, because the more you tap into Christ, you know, you're going to fast, you're going to pray, you're feeding your spirit, so your discernment just be going up and up and up and up and up and up. And you be knowing when something just don't be right. Several lessons to get to this point. I know you did. That's what I'm thankful for, my experiences with people, negative and positive. Yep, I sure did. I had to learn a whole lot of stuff. And yeah, the bad experiences really do teach you a lot, especially with guys, which is why I just beat myself. Like, I recently met another guy, but Shawty don't really know me, so he ain't know that when he came at me already playing, and he didn't know that let's just say he didn't know that I get down how I get down. So he still thinks to this day that he got over on me with the lies that he told me. But whenever I see him, like if we cross paths now, I just play it cool like I don't know, because I'm gonna get you back for what you thought you was doing to me in my own little way. Or I'm not gonna do you dirty, or you know, nothing out of line. But I'm gonna make you pay one way or another. Yeah, that's how I look at him, like, because you a liar, so now you my shorty. I can't respect you. So now I gotta do you in for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never play. And even though I'm different in my thinking and stuff now, I could have been just out of him. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let him think he got me. And then that's when I'm gonna strike. That's why I just say, don't play with me. Don't come playing. Yeah, I could have been out of that dude, but I don't know. I guess I just got time now. I got a couple hours to spare. You know what I mean? I could spare another 2 weeks of my time to see how this is gonna play out. And if it go how I think it's gonna go, I'm gonna make you pay. I'm gonna make you pay. But in the least, in a way that he don't even see it, cause you played first, and now I gotta show you that you can't do that. So it is what it is. And now that I'm thinking about it, that might be the reason why he been kind of a little distant, because I feel like my energy just gives it all. Like, you played, and now I got you. You know what I'm saying? So lately he been kind of whatever. I feel like he kind of starting to realize that that I'm not one of them ones that he could really pull them little stunts with. So he been kind of like a little distant lately, but I'm like, okay. That might be a good thing for him because if he come back in, I got him. I got him. Ah, boy, oh boy. You are so funny. No, I'm not plotting though. It's just I would have to really tell y'all for y'all to get what I'm saying, and I ain't gonna tell y'all. But just know, homie came playing, and now I gotta show him. You can't play with me. That's all. He might get away scotch free. Cause what I'm doing is just letting him think that I don't know what I know. You see? So if he feel like okay, the space is safe, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try this again. Bam. Now you gotta find out. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people still see 39 as young. What's up, Lena? And it is. It's fairly young. But if you older, then you looking at it like, oh, she 39, so she's stupid. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, he one of them ones that think he's smart. But not smarter than me, baby. I was on you on day one. I figured you out on day one. And I just kept it cool, like, okay. I'm gonna have to gather this one up. I'm gonna have to get him right. But like I said, if he play it cool or he keep his distance, I'm gonna just let the distance be there. But if he come back around like he don't know, like I don't know what I know, then yeah, I'm gonna make it pay. No, he ain't gonna get hurt or nothing. But I got him. I got him here, and this getting him here is worse than getting him here. Trust me, I got something for him. But it's up to him if he gonna get it or not. Ain't my fault. I came in this thing honest. I came in it honest, but like I said, when people play, then they got you play, you gotta lay. That's just how it go. No, I don't think he on here. I don't think he even be on YouTube. And matter of fact, I never tell people what I do. He know me in a whole nother life. He think he know of me with something else, not with this. But if he was on here, then I guess it's his sign. God was on his side. They tell him, hey, that one you might want to back up with the scheming that you're trying to do. Come here, son, let's talk. I don't think you want to play with this daughter. Linda Simpson, no, you not. You ain't no new subscriber. I feel like I blocked you a couple of times. You knew because you just keep making pages. But that's the only thing new about you is your page. I think this is an older dude who was playing it. Yep, you right on that. You right on that. He thought he had me good too. He thought he had me good. Not even knowing this is Allison we talk about. You see, he don't know me. Like he don't know me like my folks know me. So he tried it. He tried it. Yeah, they be scheming. And see, that's why, like, see, not that nobody really could do to me, gonna really have me too wild or crazy, because I don't sleep with men. I don't sleep with nobody. So it's like you don't have my energy, but so much. You see, that's what I'm saying. I definitely have the power here. And if I wanted to, I could have been did you dirty. But I just played it cool because I want to see just how much you got in store for me before I strike. You know? So it's just like, I mean, I got a couple more weeks before I either block you or just, you know what I mean, dispose of you all together. But I just want to see how far you really was gonna take this. Cause I look at this as like, right now I'm just testing the waters for real. Yeah, they do. I'm gonna get some eventually. But yeah, I'm just testing the waters. Like I haven't been with nobody since my kids' fathers, you know? So I'm just kind of seeing if let's just say things I do cut them off. I give them this last two that I got to spend and I cut them off. This is just a learning experience for me. Like, okay, this is what's still happening in the dating field. This is what I even say all of them, but this is what some men are still trying to do. So it's just kind of like I look at it as like practice for real. Like, can't no man touch me. Nobody got access to my body and my spirit to that level. So for right now, I put a little time limit on everybody. I done met like 3-4 men over the last few months. Everybody got 30 days, if that. You know what I mean? If you don't wow me, and 30 days is kind of long, because normally I'm like, you got a week to wow me. I want to be impressed. The kind of dating that I'm used to, I was just thinking the other day, like, dang, my ex used to send long stem roses to my job, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm used to being spoiled. Like, I'm used to men that do a whole, even if they be trash and other things, I'm used to men that go above and beyond for me. So it's like, what have you offered in this time that we've been talking? You know what I mean? Like, you ain't coming strong enough for me. So as soon as I get to that 30-day point, that's if I even give you that long, I'm cutting you off, blocking you. I'm not gonna call you. And they probably got other women they entertaining anyway, so they not missing me. You know what I mean? But like I said, I have the power because I choose to live my life abstinent. So it's not like we did the thing, you know, did to do, and I'm like losing my mind now because you didn't gave me the business. So it's like, oh, you ain't calling me and blah blah, and I'm tripping on. It's not like that, dude. You could not call me for 3 weeks. By the time you do call me, you probably gonna already be blocked or not, you know, not getting no answer. Like I'm running the show and I like it. It's kind of fun to just see how some people are. And what I've noticed in the last 3 to 4 men is some men are complete nutcases that need to be medicated. And some are liars and some just have no communication whatsoever at all. Some they can't talk for real. You get on the phone and it's either I feel like I'm leading the conversation or you know what I mean, you just don't have a lot to say because I'm holding the power. I didn't meet you on Monday and by Wednesday I'm like, come over to my house. I'm trying to get my back blown out. Like I'm not doing that. And that's what you used to. So because of the fact that you can't touch me, you can't access me. Like most men come around me and have that respect anyway. You know, you can't even hug me without my permission. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, this girl is different. I gotta really be something to talk to her. So they kind of just fall off the wayside by themselves. Like you can't come in here. First of all, you can't come to my house at all. But if we out somewhere or you see me out in public or whatever, you already know it's not that type of time with me. Because if you violate me anyway, I'm gonna punch you in your face, point blank, period. If you touch me or do something inappropriate to my body and we not even like that, like you gonna get the living crap knocked out of you. So most guys figure that out with me real quick. Like I'm not no free for all. You're not gonna be rubbing and touching. Like nah, we not doing that. Let's say you gave a man a weed. Would you be more intrigued if he stimulated your mind or gave you gifts? Definitely the mental. Definitely, he gotta like. I'm a sucker for good conversation. So if you actually could keep me interested mentally, that's more powerful to me than any gift giving. But it gotta be real. Like you can't just be just talking about just some bunch of stupid stuff. Like it gotta be like stuff that I feel like we both got in common, and I feel like I'm learning from you. You know what I mean? You can't just be. I don't want to hear your whole life history about what your cousins and them used to do, and all, like, nah. Let's talk about some real life stuff, or even if you do got some experiences that you want to share, you know, like tell me how you turn them around or whatever the case might be. Like I don't want to just hear no whole bunch of crap. Like if you got real good conversation and we vibing, then I'm already like you. Hell, I might even love you at that point because I feel like that mental connection, or if y'all are both like creative people and y'all could create something together, then that's when I'm just weak. Like now you got me, you know what I mean? Because you good up here. But all that other little stupid stuff, man, get out my face. Now my love language is gift giving, yeah. So if you listen and you know, like for instance, I'm gonna tell you, like even one of my exes, everybody knows that I eat those Nature Valley bars all the time, right? And one day he was out somewhere for a long time with his friends, and he came in and gave me a couple of those, and I was that made me excited because it means that you pay attention to me, you know what I like, you listen to me, you're observant of the small things, and those to me matter more than something big. You know what I'm saying? Like I like a person that could pay attention to the small details because that's what's gonna let me know that you're really paying attention to me. So yeah. Oh, that's too long for me. I guess I'm a little impatient if they're nuts to just fill them out. But if they make it to 6 months with me, we might be good. Yeah, 90 days is too long for me. Like I said, I'm already used to a particular lifestyle. Really from any guy I ever dated, but it was one main one that let me know that I could get whatever. You know what I mean? Like literally. And not only can I get whatever, but my kids that was not his kids could get whatever. You know, so it's like once you date a certain type of guy, it's hard for you to go back from to the average guy that ain't really going to do nothing for you. Like when I say he was doing everything for me, like I had no wants that wasn't fulfilled. Just put it that way. None. No matter the cost, I had it. So to be with some guy that can't even hold a sentence, it's just like, okay, yeah, we just get on my face. But I like to be wild, and I want to be wild quickly. So I could give you 30 days to do something that, and it don't even have to be, I'm not saying bring me $10,000 or buy me a $5,000 diamond ring, or you know what I mean? But I need to be wild. I need for something to be done early on to let me know like, oh, he not here to play with me. He's really interested. Like I need that one good spark. And if you ain't did that, then I know you just kind of Oh, you just kind of trying to feel me out, test the waters. Probably got like 2 or 3 other girls you talking to, and you just trying to play around, see who's open to doing what, so you can know who's going to allow and accept what. You know, it's not. I'm pretty much been in and done that. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in a couple of months. I already kind of know how this game works, and I know that it don't take a lot of time. It don't, because I've met guys here that within the same day was giving me money, like, and I'm not talking about $5, $10, and I didn't have to ask for it. You know what I mean? They just saw me, they was attracted to me. I had a need, or they knew that I had a need, and just gave it to me. You know, so it's like I do notice that there is a slight difference in the guys in the South than in the, from where I'm from. The South, the guys in the South spend more money. Well, let me put it like this: they spend money quicker. The guys up from where I'm from, they will spend money, but it takes a little more time. With them, they spend in the same day. Like I done been at the car wash cleaning my car, and dude come up putting his money in there, talking about, I got that. I'm about to clean your car for you. You know, I mean, literally, the moment they see you, if you their type, or they feel like you somebody they want to get to know, they're paying, and they're putting out a couple of hundreds. You know, so I think your experiences kind of dictate what you feel like you could get, or what you feel like, or what you know that you're willing to accept. You know, but yeah, the guys in the South, they spend quick. They spend real quick. Yeah, and those are the things that I peep, because I notice everything. Like I literally used to know that it was my boyfriend coming in the house just because of the way his feet sound on the floor. Like I watched, and like if I love you, I notice everything about you. Like the things that you wouldn't even think that I paid attention to. I notice from head to toe, certain things on your body, the way you walk, the sounds you make when you do certain things. Like I would, if I was in my room right now and I was dating a guy, I would know if it was him in the refrigerator or my kids in the refrigerator. Like I don't know how I do it, but I'm just that much attention to detail. If I love you, you know. So I just like somebody that got that type of attention as well. They bought me cars, so we clothes, so to get in my head in all of this without ever asking. Yeah, I like a guy that again pays attention like that and knows what you like and is just a giver. You know what I mean? But some people take that wrong way, like, oh, that's all you want. But that's not true, because another guy could be giving me that, but if I don't like him, then I'm not going to deal with him. You know, it's you that I want these things from, and it's something about you that has my attention. But a lot of dudes just don't. I don't know. Dudes just don't be trying to really be men no more. It's like, I'm not gonna say they want to be pampered, but it's like in a way that's kind of how it is. But they don't know that low key. If you do all of that for a woman, if she really like you, she gonna do it back. It might not be all the time or as often, but now you're on her mind. And if she sees something, she like, oh, this will look good on my guy or whatever. She gonna get it. Or women are, to me, naturally more thoughtful than men. So it's like if you make her feel good, then she just goes above and beyond for you. But I'm taking care of him as well. Yeah, I'm not like I'm gonna be honest. I do expect for a guy to do more for me than I do for him. I do. But it's like when I do something for you, it's probably gonna be so over the top because you take such good care of me. Like when I do something for you, it's going to kind of like amount to all the things that you was doing for me anyway. But it's more so gonna be like Christmas, your birthday, probably Father's Day, Valentine's Day, stuff like that. Uh, for me, I'm not really like a 50-50 type of girl. Because I just feel like this. I don't know why people feel like it's so burdened to like take care. Well, I'm gonna say men feel like it's such a burden to take care of a household, take care of women because think about it. When the woman was single, you was doing it. She was doing it by herself anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if she was doing it by herself, how come you as a man can't come in and do it by yourself? And that's when people say do it by yourself, it doesn't mean that she's never going to do nothing at all. But the majority of the stuff, you would expect that the man would come in and lead and properly take over. She of course gonna do stuff. She might go out and randomly buy groceries or just pay for this or whatever just because she feel like, because it's like when you see somebody doing so much, naturally in your heart you're gonna actively give something here and there as well. But to be like splitting everything down half, it's like, what are we doing? Like, are you a leader or are you not? Is this what you was designed to do? Because I know what God told me you was designed to do. So how come you can't live up to your potential or your calling? Yeah, I would spoil him on a random occasion. Like I said, like if I was out and I saw something that I felt like would look good on him or I wanted him to have it, yeah, of course. But I don't like no, I don't think that men should expect women to just pamper them. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Like all the time, you just looking for something from a woman. Like then I'm gonna look at you like you're not a man. Cause for me, I grew up with a father, and my father is a man's man. Like he's not checking for no woman to take care of him. You know what I mean? Like he took care of my mom and their kids until things was different when they moved to different countries, and my mother was already in a role, so he helped in a different way. But then eventually he started to take care of her again. So it's like and my father was always the type that was like, if I need my car fixed, my father gonna do it. If I need curtains hung in my house, my father gonna do it. I remember one time my father made me a doorknob on my car. I was like, just started driving. I used to hit stuff all the time, not cars, but just came around the corner, hit the side of the trash can, and knocked the doorknob off my car. My father made me a doorknob out of a hanger. Like he just one of them dudes that just he a man. Like he's a man. So it's like if a dude come around me and he's soft or he looking at me or looking at me to do stuff for him, that's like, boy, bye. Like I'm turned off because like I had a father that was like a man type of man. So, uh-uh. Yeah, I think 50-50 can work for those who want it to be 50-50. You know, I definitely feel like if that's what the couple want, then they should do what they want. But if you come to a female and she like, okay, y'all, of course I will hope you talk about the things and the expectations of the relationship or the engagement or the marriage or whatever the case might be. So if she say, well, I want to be provided for, I want to be led, or you know what I mean? If she even come out and say it like that, because really the man should be laying down how things is going to be in the house. And then she say, okay, well, I'm with it or I'm not. It's up for her to agree, because I'm not. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Like I said, my dad had two houses in a yard in Jamaica, and my mother had nannies and maids, and he had a bus company, and he took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I always known for a man to be. So it's like when men be just, I can't, and I need help, and everything you just need. It's like, no, I think what you need is a mom. You're not quite ready for a wife yet. If you gotta depend on your wife's income to pay the bills, then you might not be ready for a wife as of yet. You might need to go either get a second job or get a better job, or just hold off on a woman altogether. If it's not even about the money, it's just your mentality. You might need to go to some premarital counseling or some life coaching or something to really build your own self up in your own way of thinking, because you should never be dependent on your wife for anything. What she got is just maybe y'all to better yourself on a different level, but for the basic, you say you want a wife but you can't even pay the mortgage, something, I don't think it's your time. Yeah, and that's the thing, the agreeing. The agreeing. How can two walk together if they don't agree? A house divided cannot stand. It has to be what they want. It has to be an agreement. And then that's where a little temptation might come in, because you might got your friend, like if, say for instance, I'm your friend and you perfectly fine with a 50-50 type of man, but I'm your friend and I come in and say, I'm only paying 10%, he gotta do 90. Now you thinking and you causing an outside individual to get into your head and tell you what should work for your household. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. You gotta understand that every home or every relationship won't be different. So you can't let what somebody else is doing or saying dictate what you was already happy with. You know what I mean? I do get that people can grow and begin to look at things differently, but don't let it be because that's what you wanted to do, not because that's what your friend said, I've heard stories of marriages being destroyed because of like the outside forces and what people think y'all should be doing in y'all marriage. But it's really about what y'all agree on. Yeah, the whole like taking care of a dude thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest right now. There was a point in my life where I would look at it as like, okay, and this is before I got out of the lifestyle that I left out of. So I wouldn't do this now, but I'm just saying, let's just say I was living with a dude, because I would never live with a dude now. We're not married, we're never going to live together. And if I was living with him, let's just say he lost his job. If he was good to me and respectful to me, at that point in my life, I probably would have covered everything, because I'm looking at it as this our household, and I don't want to get kicked out, and I don't think it's right to leave somebody behind just because they going through something at the moment. But I have learned over the years that men are not designed to be taken care of by women. So it causes like a resentment there. And you start to feel like you don't gotta really respect him, or you could kind of like, say, let's just say you came back home from work and the house was dirty. Now you hollering at him about the dirty house like he's some child, but he still know that he a man. In his head, he probably trying to come together with a plan, but you keep coming at him all this anger about how the house not clean and blah, 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 blah. So now he feeling like, oh, well, she don't respect me. And he's staying there because he don't have a choice. But once he get back on his feet, now he gonna leave you and go find a better girl, or a girl that he feel like does respect him, or that he got money for now. So that's the reason why I would never do it, because men, like, you don't respect the man and the man ain't gonna respect you. He gonna resent you and you gonna lack respect for him because you having to do everything. So in order to stay out of situations like that, I just don't put myself in them. if I was with a man today in his house and he was taking care of all the bills and he lost his job or whatever, I'm still not going to do nothing. All I'm gonna do is encourage him to get back on his feet, and hopefully he do it in time so we don't have to be flat on our face. But if it became to a thing where, okay, we gotta get put out or whatever, then I'm gonna go find a place of my own and then he could figure it out. I would never do it, only because I've seen the horrible outcome, because a lot of men just don't appreciate that. They just resent you and go find somebody else that now they feel like they can afford. So it's a hard truth, because deep inside my heart, that's what I want to do. But because I know that people turn on you and people like forget what you've done for them and people don't appreciate you sometimes, I couldn't do it, because I just can't let nobody play with me. I really cannot, because I know how I can't say how I am now, because it's been a long time since I've really been serious with anybody. But I know how I've been in the past, and I could get real. I could take it there. I could take it there. So if a person play with me on that level, after I done invested all of this into keeping our life afloat, and you just diss me and go with the next, now I gotta go there, and I just don't want to go there these days. I've been in a quiet life for the past 3 years, and I like it. To be honest, I really just like it. Yeah, and you know what though? Sometimes T, it ain't even that they necessarily telling them. It could be that the other person came and said, "Oh, well, he do 90%, I only do 10%. All I do is buy groceries, girl. And the only reason I do that is because me and my kids, we all got to eat. You know what I mean, or something like that." And she started thinking like, "Dang, you only put up." This thing froze. Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta go meet the Amazon man outside. They told me my package wasn't coming till tomorrow. What? Oh, heck no. What in the world? Bruh. See, folks like to play on my top. Every time, the last 3 things I purchased online, every time I expect it to be a certain size, it be so small. I ordered this fragrance. This is what hold on, let me open it. Maybe it's just the box. The bottle looks so big online, unless I bought the wrong size. Maybe that's why it was only $45. Cause what? smaller than I thought. And why is the label ripped right here? This is, look at this. This isn't giving $45 to me. Oh my. They paid $45 for this little ounce, this little 30 ml bottle. It's what I expected it to smell like though. I was looking for like one of those clean scents that just smell like real clean. And this one is called Fresh Lounge. The brand is called Clean too. It's two, I think they got two lines. One called Clean Classic and one called Clean Reserve. This is from their Clean Classic line. I like it. Now let's see how it's gonna be in about an hour. But why is your bottle so little? I got 1 ounce bottles that's bigger than this. Hold on. Am I tripping? Okay, this is a... I'm pretty sure this is a 1 ounce. Oh, they're the same size. It's just that this one is wider than this. But they're the same size. I like this though. Let's see how I like it in an hour. If I still like it in an hour, then I'm gonna keep it. I've been doing a lot of blind buying, y'all. Blind fragrance buying. Hopefully this live's still working. When the call come in, I don't know if it interrupted, but I've been doing a lot of, somebody comment in the chat to tell me if they can hear me or not. That's definitely different if the dude even lost their job. Okay, cool. The dude you've been with lost their job because more than likely you're going to get another one. I wouldn't just be done with him for that. That's not what I said. I definitely said I would just be encouraging him to get another one. I don't think you break up with people because they lose their jobs. Jobs can fire people at any time. Like, it's one thing if he's just an idiot. Like, I had this one idiot that I dated. I dated some years back, and he had a good job. He went to school. He this is another one of my blind buys, y'all. This one is 100 mLs though, so it's a 3.4 ml bottle. I don't really like it. I think I'm gonna send this to my mother. It's like, it's okay in the beginning, but then when it dries down, it's giving old woman slightly white diamonds, and I'm not that kind of girl. But yeah, so yeah, he went to school. He had a good job doing facility maintenance. I think he had done like carpentry. Like he was just always good with his hands, and he learned through this program that he had took. He went and did facility maintenance, and he was driving the company's van. What's the name of this one, the pink one? It's called, oh no, it's by Bella Vita. It's called Glam Woman. it was a popular brand on TikTok, but before I knew that, I had purchased this on Amazon, and it was much cheaper on the Amazon site. But like I said, it's giving like, it's like when it dries down, it gives like this white diamond feel. If you know, you probably know what white diamonds smell like. And I just don't like that little spice from the white diamond, that white diamond effect. But yeah, so he's driving a company van and for work purposes. So this idiot decides, oh, well, since I got all this freedom with the job, why not just do what the heck I want to do? And decides that he was going to take the company van and drive it around to go run his errands, go hang out in the hood with his boys, and get caught doing a drug transaction. So somebody, yeah, it's like a little on that tip. So he goes, somebody sees this idiot doing these transactions in the company vehicle and calls and reports him, and he loses his job. Best job he ever had. Now, did I leave him then? No. Should I left him? Yes, because that was just stupid. Like, I think it didn't really affect me that much because we was like really young while we were dating. And it's like, if that ever happened now in my grown life, he would have been dumped the minute they called the company and said, we seen him doing this. Because what are you doing? Like, you could have parked that van and went in your own car, did what you had to do, and nobody would have ever known anything. You're out taking these kind of risks in the people company van. Like, so it's one thing to lose your job off of something like when you just being an idiot, you being reckless and irresponsible, versus just the company firing you for whatever their own stupid reasons. But I think everything is like circumstantial, and just because your partner loses their job does not mean to dump them or be filing for divorce. That's just kind of dumb in my opinion. Now, if they sit there and just never do anything about it, that's different. But I feel like people deserve a little bit of time. Exactly. Either one would have been fine. But you know, dummies do dumb things. So can't blame a dummy for being dumb. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this drink to my mother. And I got another one in there that I was supposed to been send her. I just been buying all these different like blind. It's just kind of fun for me. Just something to do and look forward to. I like this one. It smells about 90% of what I've expected it to smell like. So we'll see how long it lasts and how it smells in an hour. Ugh. They was just dumb all the way around. But they got away with most of that though. I hear Aiden talking. That boy ain't never go to sleep. Let me see. What's today? Sunday. So I think I woke him up at 2:30 Sunday afternoon, and he didn't go to sleep till yesterday around 7 o'clock. And then when he got back up like 10 o'clock last night, 11 o'clock last night, it's now 12:32, and he still ain't been asleep. So I'm trying to figure out, all right, T, see you later. I'm trying to figure out what you call it, what I could do, because I feel like it's just overboard at this point. Like, yeah, it's summertime, you could play your game, you on there with your friends from school and all that. But stay up for 24 hours straight, that's not normal. That requires intervention at this point. Cause how? Like, I don't know. I might just start cutting the Wi-Fi off at like 1 o'clock or something. I just wish he would be reasonable within himself where I didn't have to cut it off. Even if he set up till like 2, heck, even 3 in the summertime. Okay. But he don't have a limit. So now it's like I gotta intervene because this can't be healthy. This can't be good for anybody. Woman, man, or a child. Like it just can't be. Wow, this was a long live. It's been almost 2 hours. I guess I owed y'all a good long live though, cause I haven't been live in a long time, and I really hadn't posted any content till this morning. So I guess I owed y'all a good long live. Yeah, it has been. Do you do what Ben Carson's mom did? Make him write the book in 2 weeks and write a report on it and hand it to you for a grade and take the Wi-Fi over the mirror. I don't know. I might got. I mean, he reads though. And believe it or not, Aiden will pick up his Bible and read throughout the day. He will do that. He reads his Bible pretty much every day. But when he get on that video game, that's it. That is it. I feel like he actually been reading his Bible more than he would like his comics and stuff like that. What I've been up to, nothing much. Chilling in my house, summer break with the kids. Eating, cooking, nothing really out the norm. I've been saying a lot of people say that. Honestly though, for me it ain't really been that bad. Surprisingly, it ain't been too bad because they keep themselves busy. Now they will they do some things to piss me off? Yeah, but this probably been one of the better summers. Last summer I was ready for them to go back. This summer it ain't been too bad. I still can't get over how little this bottle is. But I guess it's just a 1 ounce, and it's just how the bottle is, what you call it, is shaped. Because I feel like this is big and this is little. But they're the same height. So I finally decided I'm gonna give this couch thing another try. I feel like I low key gave up on the couch because the one that I had my eye on, like I told y'all, they refunded me my money. And I thought somebody was pranking me because I'm like, why would the company need to talk to me once I place an order? But I think it was because I had paid for it and then I locked the car and they didn't take the money out right away. So it ain't go through. Some companies can still take it though, even if you lock it after, but they couldn't. I think that's what it had to be. And then they ended up canceling my order and I just was like, ugh. I don't think I want none from them no more. They piss me off. But I'm gonna start looking for a couch again, and finish out here in the I think I'm gonna finish my room and the living room, or either the room and the living room, but the living room for sure. So we shall see. I probably post a couple of different ones up and see which ones y'all like, so I can get a little opinion here and there or whatever. But I think I'm finally ready to give it another shot. Then I've been looking on Z Gallery a lot. They had a lot of sales recently on pillows. Like them pillows be so expensive at Z Gallery. $100, $120 for a little, like, what's that, like an 18 by 18 or a 20 by 20? The decor put on your bed or your sofa. So when I seen them down to like $48, I was gonna get them, but I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see, cause I might be able to find like a $20 one at the Home Goods or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and just order them though. Those pillows usually be like really good quality. So if you can get them for $48, $50, I think it's worth it. Then you can get two of them if you needed to, versus spending $200 on two pillows. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what their plan is, because they already had the sale. I think I seen the sale on there. It was earlier in the week actually. That day was marked down to 48 and some change. So I don't know if they're gonna do another one, or if that was already the summer sale. Like, we trying to get rid of this stuff, because for all I know, that could have been the stuff from spring, and they trying to get rid of that to start bringing in like fall stuff, whatever. I like to grab the steel when I see it, instead of waiting for another one to come back, because by then it might sell out or whatever. And them pillows, they kind of unique, so it's not like ones you could always just find anywhere, you know. Certain items you do gotta just grab when you see, because they be unique. Hey Ava. I ain't seen you in a while. It was Z Gallery. Yep, I used to love shopping there when they was in the mall. I had got a couple of wine glasses from there, and they lasted for a while, but then I started getting pissed off because they was like this. They was like a wine glass. Oh God, these video games got these kids living in mine. But it was like the glass part, a silver like rhinestone ball, the stem, and then around the rim of the glass was like this silver lining. So the glasses was like probably like 25 or almost $30 per glass, and I had bought 4 of them. And after like 6 months or so, the glass rim, trimming around the top. I mean the silver trimming around the top started like coming off. I know I'm not seeing pieces of the silver inside of my darn wine. I know I'm not, and it really was. So I was like, oh no, I don't know if I'll ever get dishes from them no more. But the like pillows and stuff, they be good quality. Back to work. Okay. What you doing for work? This shit squeaky. doing big work. Build trucks for Chrysler. You doing that hard labor. Do you like that brand of vehicle though, or you just work this and you don't care? 'Cause I had my very first car was a Plymouth Breeze, and that's made by Dodge. I'm pretty sure Chrysler is under Dodge too. Oh, okay. Oh, they had a layoff, and I always had problems with that car. Would I work there? Yeah, but I still would hate that brand of car. My phone down to 20% now. I've been on this live for a minute. I just gotta enjoy sitting here kicking it though while they still asleep. Only person woke is Aiden. I'm gonna get them up there because they gonna be up till I think it was like 5 a.m. I got up to use the bathroom. They was still running around. I'm like, right, this getting out of control. Cause I think them two really be tired. It's the fact that he be up yelling and screaming in that daggone headset, hollering at people and carrying on, and they just be up because they want to laugh or they want to see or whatever the case be. But they can't hang for real. I think I'm gonna get them up in 10 minutes and see if I can get them back in the bed by like, if I could get them in bed by midnight tonight, the two little ones, that'd be a win for me. Mom worked there. She always said the price of them. My granddad worked there for. So we had to go. Somebody told me recently that Ford was a bad car too. I knew from experience about Chrysler. I didn't think Ford was bad though. But he was like, Ford, he had a Ford. The Ford was giving him all this trouble and all this other stuff. That's why, honestly, I'll take a Toyota any day. Like a Toyota has never failed me. I had 3 of them, and they had 2 cars in the truck. They've never failed me. Something be wrong, it's always something so minor. You know, you can expect that a car is going to need little stuff like brakes and battery and stuff like that. But that daggone Plymouth Breeze, boy, fuel pump, everything was going wrong on that. Every time I turned around, it was something else. And I used to work at McDonald's when I had that car. All my check was going to that car repair. I bought a 3 months ago and it broke down 2 months. And dang, what did it need? And Subaru was a Ford, ain't it? I hate that. That'll piss me off. And to think, when I really think about it, that was like my only car that ever gave me like real well. No, I can't even talk bad about that because I had a Hyundai, a little red hatchback Hyundai, and it was old and it did have some issues here and there, but it always just kept like it was always just minor stuff. That car ran for a long time until I had like a bad accident with it where I ended up messing up the brakes and all this kind of stuff. But even matter of fact, when I got the truck, I was still driving that, and it was only because of the brakes issue where you put the car in park, it still move forward unless you had a brake on the ground to keep it from moving. And it still was running though, honestly. So I can't even say it was a bad car because everything else was okay. But that Dodge was, it was hell. That's good. I want a Grand Cherokee. What's that about Jeep? I like those. The axle had broke on my Plymouth Breeze too, but that was because this idiot I had let drive my car though. He drove it on a flat tire and broke the axle. Dang. I would have took that bad boy back. The heck? You said you only had it for 2 months, 3 months? Oh yeah. Heck nah. Yeah, that's one thing. If as like when I first used to just be buying like little cars from like people that I knew or whatever, that's the first thing I would check for. I didn't know a lot about what to look for, but I had a dad that could really pretty much fix anything that was wrong with my cars because he always used to fix my vehicles. But the heat and the AC had to be working. Like I couldn't negotiate on those ever. Long as them worked, and if it was anything that needed to be repaired, it wasn't nothing like too crazy, then I'll just get it because I know my dad can fix it, you know? But yeah, that heat and that AC, I don't care if I was living in Michigan or not, it's mandatory for me. Oh, okay, I bought it at the dealership as is. The Grand Wagoneer. I gotta look that up. Yeah, I still got it in my drive-through. Your driveway? That's good. You still got something to drive. Cause I look at it like this now. Like we were just talking about like guys and dating or marriage and all. Like I never know when that stuff is gonna happen for me. So I feel like now as a single mom, where it's 100% a fact that I will be with my kids, and their other parent will not be. It's like I feel like I gotta have two of everything now. So it's gotta be two cars, minimum of two sources of income, everything. Like so, just like if he was here and my car broke down, I could drive his. I need to still have that backup car or that backup income or whatever the case is because even though he's not physically here, I need his resources to be here. You get what I'm saying? So I just recently started thinking like that, like whatever he would be able to offer, I need to have it as well. So two of everything. Something failed, I could just run right to the next one. Because not having your car or something that you know you need is just not it. Build a RAM, but it went to another planet. Huh. Mm. Yeah, that's the thing about getting. I mean, I have gotten used cars, of course, but I just like the security that I be feeling when I get like a brand new one off the lot, because like you said, it's shut down or you got your kids in the car, and if you like, you probably got somebody you could call, but if you somebody that don't have nobody you could call or have like no AAA or nothing, then you just out there like trying to figure out what you gonna do. It's too much. I just like having the stuff that's reliable because I know that my outside resources are limited. Mm. You don't have nobody to look at the cars when you go to like do a proper like a thorough evaluation before you buy it. 'Cause that's what I would do if I was buying a car from somebody that I ain't know, or like you said, like a as is car or something. I'm gonna need somebody to look and tell me just how as is this is for me, because if it's something that's just too bad, and as soon as I start driving in a week, I'm gonna have a problem, then I don't think I want that car. Like, I don't mind putting repairs in as time goes by, because that's just expected. But if I need to fix stuff right away, unless you're giving it to me for a major good price, and I know I got the money to do it, then that's different. But I don't want to spend my last 5,000 or 10,000 on a car just to be like broken down in a week. That pissed me off. Dang. Just for an axle? I don't remember how much that axle had cost that one time. That dude, his mother ended up paying for the repairs after he damaged up my car at the time, because we were still like young. I don't know if it was that much though. Good grief. And then stuff expensive now anyway. Mm. And then after you get that, you're gonna have to get a alignment. Cause after I had got my axle repaired, my car was swerving left and right. I had to stop driving and go get an alignment right away. Mm. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Just enough to get you on the road. I would have been mad. I don't play about my transportation. Don't set me up. I got kids in my car. If you're gonna do it well. I shouldn't have to get nothing fixed for the first year for real. I bought my truck. I have never had to get anything on that truck fixed the whole time. I was just getting oil changes, and last year I had to get a new battery and brakes. Like, I've never had any major issues with that truck. So yeah, I'm gonna need the first year to be straight. Don't set me up like that. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like I said, it's expected for something to be wrong with a car over time, not 2 months in. I'm gonna need my first whole year to be straight. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess that was the thing with that, and since it was as is. And marketplace, I don't know. A mechanic could probably be good from there, but like buying cars from there, I have heard so many bad stories about that. That them cars really just be broken down. They don't really be nothing. And actually, a family member of mine bought a car from there and ended up almost going to jail. Because the dude that he bought it from, the car was stolen. So if he ain't have his paperwork and bill of sale and all that other stuff, he'd have been going to jail and locked up for theft. Because they be doing all types of crooked stuff on there. How you going to steal somebody's car and then sell it? Like, what? Mm. Yeah, they probably gonna say, oh, yep, it was, remember we told you as is, we ain't fixing nothing. I think they be playing in females' faces. Because had you had a dude with you that, yeah, your husband should have went with you and looked at it. Or if he don't know about cars, hire a little mechanic from around the way and then what you call it, have them look at it. That's crazy. He would play too many games. See, that's how folks be getting hurt though. Cause why would you? I don't know. I guess that as is their protection. I guess, but stuff like that to get most people hurt. Cause you playing around with my money, but you also playing with my safety. So what if I broke in on the highway or something? You know, like what? It's just, it ain't cool. Say, but you said he, your neighbor, man, he probably went up there. You know, they know who to play with and who not to. And more than likely, they always want to see how far they can get with a woman. And then if you don't pay, they probably gonna come and try to repo you. What's up, Joshua? I'm gonna holler at y'all later. This phone about to die. It's dying, and I need to go wake these kids up. So holler at y'all. I'm gonna come back on later and build my table out.